Greetings, Team Illume. It's Christine here, the General Manager at Illume Home Care. I wanted to take a moment to make a video to help support the team out in the field on as a little refresher for how to get our set up our Mifi Wi-Fi jetpacks in the home. I know that this has been something new that we just implemented over the past couple of months. The team has been doing really well. I know that there's been some issues where you had to troubleshoot on the field, and I appreciate all your hard work in doing so. So the first thing I want to do is I want to go over the device itself, and I want to actually grab the charger. So the device itself is a little black device. It's made by Verizon. It's called a Mifi. And then it has a white charger that we sent up with you when you guys left the houses. I'm sorry, when you left the office to go to your homes. These little devices and the little chargers mimic kind of like a Samsung cell phone charger. All you have to do is you plug it in the bottom. And you want to make sure that you're keeping your device charged. The reason so is that I noticed that when you keep it fully charged, the connection stays with the computer. I have noticed a pattern that when the Mifi does die, it does disconnect from the computer, and there's sometimes a struggle with getting it reconnected if you're not familiar with the process. So what I want to do is go over the powering on your device and getting it set up. So right now what's happening is my device is getting into a charging mode. So you'll see the Verizon comes across the screen, and then it automatically goes to, and I apologize for the quality. I am recording this at home this evening, so I do not have good lighting in the room, so I apologize. But what it does is when it's charging, it pretty much mimics what you would see on your cell phone. It says charging, and then it has the battery life and the green going, constantly moving, showing you that it's actively charging. That's a good sign because you know that it's charging. The way to turn these devices on is to face the Mifi towards you, put your finger on the top right-hand corner, and you're going to want to hold down for about 5 seconds till you hear what I would call a faint beep. So I'm going to do so, and you're going to hear me pause for a second, just because I hope that you might be able to hear it, but if not, you'll see the time that it does take for me to do this, okay? I am going to do it right now. Okay. I just heard mine. So it was about 4 seconds. What's going to happen now is my device is going to power on. Take another 3 or 4 seconds just to get itself rebooted. Just think of it as a cell phone. When you power it off, you're powering it back on. It's not immediately going to connect right away. So I'm letting it do that. You'll see signs where it says Verizon. You'll see a check. You'll also see a black screen that says Mifi. That's how you'll know that it's powering on. So once it's powered on, I'm again going to walk you through it because unfortunately my lighting is not clear, so you will not be able to see the device. So I'm going to walk you through it while I'm facing it towards me. So when you face the device towards you, again, top right-hand corner, at the tippity top is the power button. Below that is similar to what you would see on your cell phone. It'll show your network. Are you 4G, 3G, or 5G? Then it'll show you the cell phone tower bars. There's about 5 bars from what I see, and they range in height. They go up in a scale, and they are shaded. So my assumption is that when I have more bars, shaded, that means I have a better connection. So that is allowing me and telling me that I do have service. To the right of that, the top right, is the charging percentage power that you have. Mine's currently at 4%. So I'm at risk of my device dying. So I need to make sure that I keep it charged all day in order to maintain my connection to the computer. Below that, it'll say data usage is not available. That message there does not mean that the device is not working. It means that it's not measuring the current usage that the device has used. It comes and goes throughout the billing cycle. It sends out an alert. It'll review it and it'll send it to the office. So don't think that when you see the red, stop sign, that it means that your data is not working. It's just telling you that it's not recording correctly at that moment. Below that message is where it says Wi-Fi on. And then to the right of that, it has what looks like 2 people, and it says, mine currently says 0 devices. If I was connected, it would say 1 device. That's a clear sign that you know your computer is connected to the device. Below that, which is very important, there is what I would call an eye in a circle. It's gray, looks gray to me. I'm assuming it's going to look gray to you too. But next to it says Wi-Fi name and password. You want to click on that. When you click on that, it's going to give you what is called the Wi-Fi name. That's the network name. That's similar to like if you go out to have coffee or you go out for lunch at Panera Bread and you want to put your cell phone to their network because you want to use their wireless, you're going to search for Panera Guest. And when you find Panera Guest, you're going to select it, and then you're prompted to put in a password. Generally, it's a generic password that they use. These systems each have their own password created for the device. So all you have to do is look for your network. These networks always obtain Verizon. Then they have a second, about 7 or 8 letters and numbers, and then the last 4. Once you have identified that network and it matches to what's on your device and on your computer, you're going to hit connect. And then you're going to enter the password that is provided on the device. Once you do so, give it about a second or so, maybe even 2 or 3, and wait and then see what happens. You're going to want to go back to the main screen by pressing the back arrow, just as if you were to go back on a website page. You're going to press the back arrow at the top left, and you're going to wait and see if it connects to the device. How you will know it does is it'll start where those 2 little people are off to the right. It's going to show 1 device connected. That's a main trigger for you to know that you are connected now to the Mifi. Second main trigger would know is that when you go to your computer and you log in, you're able to get on the internet. There are some ways that we can troubleshoot the Mifi if it is not working and it's giving you a little trouble in the field. So one thing that I do notice is sometimes the batteries, when they die, they need to be taken out and reset to recharge. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to do that. So you're going to unplug the device. Then you're going to flip it over and you're going to see the back. And the back of it says Mifi. You can slightly take your finger underneath it. You can pull the back off, just like a cell phone. And what you're going to do is you're going to stick your finger right in the corner and you're going to remove the battery. And by doing so, it allows you to reset the battery. So as I remove it, here's the battery. I'm going to kind of give it a couple seconds to cool off, let it reset. Give a blow in there, make sure nothing's causing the connection to go bad. Look at it again, kind of get ready to put it back in. What I do is just like as if you're putting a AA battery in a toy, you're going to make sure that it's going in the right direction and all is meeting in the right direction. So I'm going to look, make sure, snap it in, it's back in, very simple fix, and I'm going to place the back on. By doing so, it resets the battery. And for some reason, sometimes it needs that, especially once it's been used or it's died and it's overheated. Sometimes it needs to just have a little bit of a reset. Once you have done so, I then suggest that you plug it back into your charger because it might need battery life and give it about 5 or 10 minutes to charge. And then you can go ahead with powering it back on. I will make another video on how to connect your computer to the device. But I just wanted to make a quick video just showing everyone how to actually use the device. If you have any questions, you can always email me. It's Christine, ChristIstine, @illumecares.com. You can also call the on-call scheduler during regular business hours if you're having issues with the Mifi. If it's after hours and you are struggling to get the Wi-Fi to work, please resort to paper documentation. We do have paper documentation in the house in the event that the system does go down. It could be the Wi-Fi that could go down, or it could be the electronic system access that might go down. So I ask that you make the decision, if you're having trouble, to then at that point make the decision to resort to paper. I appreciate your time during this video, and if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out to me. Have a great night.